guys are able to move the ball a little bit better. Just what value does he bring to the offense that when you don't have him, you miss out on?
I mean, there's a lot of different things that CJ brings to the table. You know, he's a threat, and he's a very talented player and makes plays with the ball in his hand. And you know, I've always said we have a very deep receiver room, and so you know, I felt like you know, one man goes down, we got guys that can step up. But you know, obviously CJ is a very special player. I mean, he brings a lot to our team. He handles his business the right way. You know, he's a pro in the building and outside the building, and you know, he's somebody that you know I've really grown closer to since he's gotten here, and you know, somebody that I look to a lot. And he's a very good football player. So it's great for us to have him back.
Saw it earlier in the year with Aaron, not Aaron. Who's the Anderson kid? No,
Yeah.
No. 8. Who's 8?
Juwan Johnson.
Sorry, just what you can get done in a week, right? So like Trey'Dez Green being able to come in and play half the offensive snaps. Like what did you see in him? I guess what's kind of the ceiling for him this season? I know that his career.
Obviously, he's a very special player because of you know the I guess you could say the amount of different things that he can do very well because of you know his size, his physical ability, and also you know his athletic ability. And so you can move him around, put him in different spots, you know, put him in different formations that try and isolate different things in a defense that we're trying to attack with a bigger body who's also you know dang near just as fast as a receiver. So. He's a mismatch no matter where he's at. You know, I think something that's grown so much in his game as well is his ability to get inside the box and block too. And so, you know, adding that to his game has made him so dynamic. And, you know, I think that's why he was able to play so many snaps this Saturday. I don't know what the number was, but it was probably pretty high. And so, 42, yeah. That's why he's been able to do that is because he's worked so hard on all the aspects of his game.
Obviously, it didn't end up mattering. Because you guys won by 24, but just the procedure penalties, the false starts, things like that.
Yep.
You guys kind of figured out what was the cause of all that?
Yeah, I mean, we talked internally and tried to work on those things. That's definitely something that we're not proud of and not okay with. And you know, I think we're going to work together and try and get those fixed. You know, I think that it's more a matter of us just, you know, focusing on our process and doing things the right way. I wouldn't say that it's been something that's been a problem this entire season, you know, and so I don't know that we have to freak out about it, you know, and act like this is some new thing that's, you know, going to kill us. But at the same time, you know, it was unacceptable. So we got to fix it and move forward and keep going in the right direction. So.
Garrett, whether last week against Ole Miss, you know, this past week against Arkansas, big moments, seems like Mason Taylor always comes up with a big play. Like, how helpful is it to have a guy like that knowing, hey, if I need a guy to make a play, he's going to make it?
Yeah, he's an unbelievable player. You know, somebody that, like I've said many times, I always look to when things break down, just because he's always where he's supposed to be. And, you know, I feel like we have good chemistry just working together over the years. And he's an unbelievable football player, an unbelievable talent. His work ethic is unmatched. And, you know, it means everything to him. You know, he never wants to let us down. You know, I can tell just, you know, he never wants to let me down. You know, he's going to try and make any catch he can. And I think that's what's so special about him is, you know, I have a trust in Mason that, you know, he's going to make the play no matter what.
Coach Kelly earlier in the week said Texas A&M is one of the hardest places to play in the SEC. You've been there before. Are you guys preparing like the younger guys or players that haven't played in that environment, especially with so much on the line?
Yeah. I mean, obviously we acknowledge, you know, it's a tough environment. It's a tough place to play. It's going to be loud. It's going to be exciting, you know. But, you know, like I said before the Ole Miss game, you know, it's real easy to get caught up in the extracurriculars of what this game means, you know, and, you know, all the different things that play into it. And, you know, we can think about those all week and then lose the football game and then it won't matter. So, you know, like I've said many, many times, you know, for us, we're playing a football game this Saturday. And, you know, yeah, it's going to be loud. You know, that's going to be the environment. Doesn't matter what it means. Doesn't matter, you know, who we're playing. We're playing a football game, and we're focused on us. We're focused on executing the best of our ability and attacking our opponent.
I got a couple that kind of go together. BK talked to us this week about the strategy with early downs and passing schemes and kind of giving you full field reads. And how important is your footwork, you know, when it comes to that, because you are moving a lot, I guess. And do you really notice when it's on versus when it's not, and how much it affects your throws?
Yeah, definitely. You know, footwork's something that I've been working on personally for a long time. You know, I guess, you know, as a quarterback, you have kind of your way of doing things in a footwork standpoint, you know. But, you know, I've had to work through different things and try and get mine corrected and work with Coach Sloan on that and Coach Kelly as well. And just, tying my feet to the reads and things like that. So, yeah, I definitely think you can tell. Maybe it's off on a play and I miss something a certain way, things like that. I think there's probably a correlation there whenever I watch tape on my own and go through things. And, that's what football is all about, and playing this position is all about. Your feet are a huge part of the game. And so, I'm always watching, if I miss by a millimeter and, I can be able to tell if I'm too closed off or I'm too open and things like that, So it's about just studying, and like I said, when we had that bye week a couple weeks ago, just going back, watching through different things and working on, continuing to grow my craft. And so I think, yeah, that's definitely been something that I've been focused on.
You guys seem to be really good, almost automatic, right? I'm going to jinx you on third down. Your ability to get those high percentage throws, those crossing routes, whatever. I mean, how comfortable are you, and how much is that based on the work maybe you did in the summer with those guys?
Yeah.
It pays off now.
Yeah, well, I mean, third down is, I love third down. You got to make a play. You got to move the sticks, got to move the chains. And I think we do a good job as a team of just, understanding our third down plan, understanding how to execute it. You win the game on third down. That's how you extend drives. That's how you keep drives going. And so, we do a really good job of focusing that here. I think Coach Sloan and Coach Hankton and Coach Davis, we work all together on the protections and the pass concepts and just tying everything together. And so I think it's really helped us so far in the past this year, and I think it will continue to grow and continue to even get better.
Couple more guys. Some people might say the DN A&M has Scorton, Nick Scorton, I believe his name is maybe the best individual defensive end you guys have seen this year. How does playing against him impact how you approach the game, if at all, in your offensive game plan?
Yeah, I mean, he's a good football player. We got some really good tackles, though. And so, I got very strong belief in my guys. We respect him. We understand he's a good football player. But at the end of the day, like I said before, we're focused on, our job, focusing on our assignment each play and executing the right way.
Hey, you just told us about third downs and everything, but it has seemed like in the last couple of games, we haven't scored the moment like we're in the red zone or things like that. What can you say about that? Because yeah, we make those third downs, but then when we're close, like Ramos had the best game he's had all in his career, so I just wanted to hear about that.
Yeah, we definitely had some struggles in the red zone for sure. That's a very fair question, and I think it's something that we've acknowledged and something that we've been working on. And I think it's just it comes down to just executing the right way. And I take blame on part of it and things. And there were a couple times last game where I took too many shots down the field. The ball should have been checked down or things like that to continue the drive down there. And I think it's all part of the growth, and it's all part of the process of us as an offense, trying to get better, and that's definitely somewhere that we haven't been the best at this year. I think you'll continue to see us, working to get better at that, and I think we'll get better and better and continue to grow there.
Call the last one.
You know what's coming. You know what the rest of your schedule looks like. How do you see a lot, and not really let that playoff picture start leaking in?
Yeah, and I mean, I try not to get lost in it. We play A&M this week, Saturday night at College Station. So that's all I'm focused on right now. Watching these guys on tape, watching us, figuring out the game plan, where to attack, things like that. And that's all our focus is. Everything else that could happen, like I said, we try not to worry about the extracurriculars. So whatever happens, happens. I know for us, we're focused on going to play a football game.